You did it, Ashy boy, you did it. You became the world champion. Everyone give a little round of applause. I think I speak for everyone when I say we're all very proud. Well, I had to make a video on this, and people encouraged me to make a video, and I really want to talk about it. I'm first going to talk about Ash's journey a little bit and what happened, and then I have a little inspirational message throughout the video, and I want to talk about it. So, it was 25 years. 1997 is the year where the first Pokemon episode was aired. And now it is 2022, and Ash becomes the world champion. Now, disclaimer right off the bat, I myself haven't watched it. I didn't watch the final battle. I'm following the Netflix version, and it's really far behind. So yeah, I'm not very caught up. I don't know where to watch the sub. Like, I don't know where to watch the Japanese version. I don't know what sites to use. I took a little peek and saw that Pikachu was fighting Charizard, and just right away, the way the animation was, the music, I was already tearing up. I can't watch it. There is so much to say about Ash winning the champion. I have so many messages to relate to this big win for Ash and Pokemon Company. We started off with Ash waking up late, not getting his starter Pokemon, and getting Pikachu, who was a little abnormal and didn't want to be with a trainer. In the first league that Ash joined, Charizard was asleep, and Ash loses. He was the laughingstock. Everyone looked at him and was like, you suck. You suck as a trainer. And how can he defend himself? His Charizard didn't listen to him. His Charizard was asleep. Ash was very immature and inexperienced. But then we get to this new season called Pokemon Journeys, and we see that Ash isn't the same. Right on episode 1, we see that Ash is kind of like this Pokemon, almost like a Pokemon master. He's understanding how Pokemon feel, and we see through this season of anime for that Ash is jumping the ranks. He goes from Pokeball to Great Ball to Ultra Ball, then he goes into like Masters. He slowly works his way up, but we see that Ash is really strong. He knows how to handle Pokemon better. He knows that when this Pokemon give him attitude, he just smiles and is like, alright, well, let's solve this problem. Rather than in the previous seasons where he just got kind of get pissed off and be like, why does my Pokemon hate me? Ash immediately loses in the Kanto League because Charizard fell asleep. But in the Johto, he beats his rival Gary, which at the time of the first episode already felt like such a big deal. That was already such a huge accomplishment because it felt impossible at first. And we had a similar thing happen with the Sinnoh League where Ash beats Paul, which was an amazing trainer, but then loses to the guy with a dark ride. And in X and Y, he was there. He was right there with his Greninja, and they were about to win the champion. I think he deserved it, but he lost, so be it. And then he goes on to the Alola region, which he wins that champion. And then he goes on to this new season of Pokemon where he beats Leon and becomes the world champion, which is insane. Like, it's just, his journey has been so long, but Ash has never given up, and he prevailed. It's just really inspiring and amazing that we saw Ash go from who he was at first to this kid still that became the world champion. He never gave up. Even with the countless rivals he had that told him he sucked and he didn't deserve to be a Pokemon trainer and that he will never win, he still did. He's world champions. So since Ash won this champion, I've seen so many people. I've seen an enormous amount of posting on Twitter, social media, and even some people I talked to in person talk about how this is the end. Ash became the champion, and is this possibly the end of the anime? Now, it's interesting because people really think that. Like, a lot of people are like, wow, he became champion. He accomplished his goal. He made his dream come true. It is over. The anime is over. Ash's journey is over. I want to talk about that because it annoys me. Accomplishing your goals, making your dreams come true is never the end. It is only the beginning. We dreamers, if you guys know about dreams and goals and accomplishing them, we always know it's never the end. You accomplished it, we're moving on to the next thing, because you know once you reach that hill, there's another hill going higher and you're gonna climb that one too. Ash became the world champion, but remember what Ash's true dream and goal is that he wants to be a Pokemon master. What does that mean to Ash? Is it winning the world champion? Is winning the world champion over? And now he's a Pokemon master. He can give up and go home and spend time with his mom and Mr. Mime. And so Ash is gonna retire at 10 years old because he's a Pokemon master now. The same thing was said when Ash won the Alola Championship. Even with an Ultra Beast at his side, even with Tapu Koko giving him the blessing, it is not over. That's all it was. There was a new dream here. He became champion. He got his champion. Ash didn't give up. There was a new goal in sight. And now he beat Leon. I'm sure now that he beat Leon, there is a brand new goal in sight. What is it that makes you a Pokemon master? I'm sure Ash has plenty more adventures. I'm pretty sure there's so many more things that he wants to do. And Ash has continuously said that he wants to make as many friends as possible and meet so many more Pokemon and go on all these kinds of adventures. You know Ash. We all know Ash. It's been 25 years, guys. We know how Ash is. He's not gonna give up. His journey's never gonna end. I remember when Pokemon was reaching like 400 and people thought, that's way too many Pokemon. Pokemon should end. I remember that. We reached like the Pokedex of 400 Pokemon. So many people were like, this should end. Even in the Pokemon Q&A on their official website back in the day, people would say, there's so many Pokemon, it's getting stupid now. And Pokemon was like, we're gonna keep moving on. We're gonna keep expanding. We're gonna keep working. And sure enough, Pokemon becomes like one of the biggest franchises of all time. I think it's also amazing that the journey with ourselves haven't ended. We saw Pokemon when we were kids. I think I was like in first grade where I officially got my first Pokemon card. It was an Ekans card. And from there, I've always been like, you know, just kind of started my journey from there. I have a little guy right here. This is, you know, he's a little ugly because he's dirty. He's old. I found him in the back, but he's good for illustrating this. This is my Tentacool. This is one of my first ever toys from Pokemon. I remember just anything Pokemon, I wanted it so bad. And you know, there'd be toys and stuff here and there. But this plushie was one of my first guys. And this is definitely my first plushie and one of my first toys. So say hi to Tentacool. He's a little dirty. I gotta clean him up. Sorry, my guy away for so long. But yeah, here, you want to hang on my shoulder? Reunited at last. Haha. But the journey for me has never ended either. When I was a kid, it felt like such a far-off dream to be involved in the Pokemon community or even go to a regionals, like I said earlier in the video, where I thought you had to be a master to get into a regionals, and I found out you just had to sign up and go. It's crazy because the Pokemon that I've caught in my original Pokemon Emerald and Fire Red games are currently alongside me in competitive for Sword and Shield. And it's really great to see that they're just with me. My Groudon, my Rayquaza, my Blaziken, they're with me. My Dialga and Lucario from Pokemon Diamond, my Scizor from Fire Red, they're all with me currently right now. I have them in my Sword and Shield and PDSP games, and I'm just using them for, you know, competitive. And it's really exciting to see that. The journey, Pokemon's always been amazing because you grow with Pokemon. Pokemon grows with you. So for people who might not get why Pokemon's such a big deal, it's because of that, because we've grown with it. And we see that while we grow and we evolve ourselves, Pokemon as a collective also do as well. So one thing for sure, I'm just really proud to be part of the Pokemon community. I'm proud of all of us. We've all been here. We're big fans of Pokemon. We always have our little buddies that we love. And yeah, it's just been such a great journey. And you know, Ash never gave up on his dreams and he always fought. And here's the thing that I want to talk about. Here's our little inspiration. This is for me. This is for you guys. This is something I think is really powerful about the message behind Ash winning. I mentioned earlier that Ash has had so many rivals that told him he was never good enough. We all remember that horrible fight where Ash worked so hard, man. He worked so hard to get the 8 gym badges to get to the Kanto League. And we thought this is it. He's gonna become the champion. His Charizard's gonna wreck everybody, his Bulbasaur, his Squirtle, you know, all the Pokemon are gonna do so good. We saw Ash lose miserably. We saw this man, his Charizard went to sleep, and everyone just started shouting at Ash saying he sucks, get off the stage, whatever, you know, you're not a good Pokemon trainer. And Ash was sad. We remember how disappointing that was. We were all watching Ash have his head down. Maybe becoming Pokemon champion is not such an easy thing after all. But Ash persevered. He kept fighting and fighting and fighting and working towards his goals. And now he's world champion. Sometimes I look at my life and I have lots of dreams and goals as well. And I know when I accomplish those dreams and goals, there's gonna be even more. That's how I know the journey's never gonna end. It doesn't matter if I have 100K on YouTube, there's always gonna be some new goal in sight. So here are some of my goals to give you guys some perspective. I'm pushing on 5 years with this channel, but since I was in high school, I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel. I've always wanted to talk to you guys and give my voice, my opinions on things. So definitely at some point I would love to be a huge channel. I would love to be someone who's very involved in the community. And I think one thing that I really want to happen is just to kind of work with a video game company in terms of either reviewing a review copy of a game or get invited to an event. I think that's the coolest thing, and I always wanted to do something like that. I want to be recognized as someone who worked hard in the community to bring, like, to spread that love of like Pokemon or Pikmin or Metroid or something. I draw manga. I think this is not a recent page. This is old, but just to kind of give you I draw stories and all that, and that's one of my biggest dreams is to publish a graphic novel. I hold myself back on that because I don't really put too much time in it because I do dedicate a lot of my time to this channel. And making manga or comic books takes a really long time. And but one of my dreams is to publish a full-fledged graphic novel that has good quality. Not, you know, anybody can publish a graphic novel, but I want mine to be pretty good quality, and I really want people to love it. And I want it to get so big that there's figurines involved. I think it's gonna be amazing if I see like Good Smile making figurines based off my characters. And again, if I accomplish all of that, there will still be more dreams I want to accomplish. There'll still be more goals. I won't know until I reach it. Anyways, going back to the topic at hand, I feel like it always feels impossible. I definitely feel impossible with this YouTube channel. I've been pushing on 5 years. I still haven't reached 1,000, and I feel like 1,000 is the bare minimum to just even be recognized as a YouTuber. I see rivals and other people around me grow so fast, and they're way beyond 1,000. They're making such good connections and going to all these types of events, and I feel left behind sometimes. And I feel like, man, when is it gonna be like my time to really grow and be a voice in the community? And also with manga, when it comes to manga, I've been trying to work with like Shonen Jump or just get recognized by a company since I was a freshman in high school. So it's been well beyond like 10 years and I'm still not at that level. I just recently entered a contest this year and wasn't even recognized. But there was an award winner who recognized my work and said he liked it. So I'll take that. So just like Ash, like it just feels like it's been impossible. Like it feels like I've been working hard and fighting and fighting and fighting, and I'm constantly stressing. My N10 boys know I'm constantly stressing about how I'm left behind and I'm never gonna accomplish those goals. But one thing I notice is I'm like Ash in the sense where I'm noticing, I look in the past couple months and what have I been doing? I've been fighting, I've been growing, I've been learning, I've been persevering, and that's what it takes to keep growing. Looking at myself and comparing myself to those around me and feeling like I'm never good enough. Seeing Ash become champion is really encouraging because I saw where Ash started. If you're ever feeling frustrated with your dreams, if you're ever feeling like you're left behind or you're never gonna make it, look at Ash. And also, you know, take this message. Know that you might look at me and say, wow, Cisco's Pikmin video popped off, he's doing really well. No, I'm behind the scenes, like frustrated, like, is this channel even gonna happen? Is this channel even gonna grow? Am I not doing things right? Am I gonna forever be this guy who's like barely 1K subs after like 7-10 years, you know? So there's always frustration and we're always like, oh man, worried about making it. Guys, keep working on your goals, keep working on your dreams. It's little by little every single day. Look at Ash, he lost so much. And look at, he's champion now. World champion. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this video was encouraging and fun. Let me know down below, what are your dreams? What are your goals? I wanna hear about what you guys wanna accomplish. Let me know down below, what are those things you wanna accomplish? Again, round of applause for Ash. My man, you beat the world champion, and I couldn't be prouder. Now I can't wait to watch it in real time when Netflix comes out, and I'm gonna sob my eyes out because if there's any media that makes me cry, it's Pokemon. All right, Tentacool, say goodbye. Are you saying bye? I'll see you guys on the next one. Scarlet and Violet coming out in less than a week. So exciting. Peace.